Hey guys, welcome back to the next episode of American Truck Simulator. I'm your host, SystemSoldier X, and this episode is brought to you by Candies and Coke. You can never go wrong with them either. So you may hear a whole bunch of as I eat them, but it is what it is. Alright, so our last episode brought us from San Francisco down the coastal highway to Oxnard, California. So we're heading we're going from Oxnard down to Carlsbad. And again, I normally don't like driving at night, and I accepted this job just because it was already here where we are. There's no overlap, and it's going to take us down there by Los Angeles, another major city and its surrounding area. And we only got part way through our tale from the road, so we're going to have to go ahead and finish that up. Let's looking at our truck here with our wonderful chrome rims, green mirrors, and ugly hood mirrors. Yep, those things are terrible. Alright, so without further ado, we have no housekeeping to do. We have no damage. We have plenty of fuel, it looks like. We are heading from Oxnard to Carlsbad. Let's go ahead and knock out our pre-trip and we'll get her on the way. So here we are inside, and that trailer you see right there in front of us was the one we just brought here. Alright, so doing our pre-trip now, we see we got our lovely MNT Trucking here with the exact same payloader that we had before on the exact same trailer. We are rocking the Delta Lowboy here, and we're just going to go ahead and keep on pushing with this cargo. So we can see here our chains are connected, everything is tight, we are good to go. So without further ado, we are good to keep on pushing forward. Alright here now, so let's get her in gear and we'll get her moving. Go ahead and turn them brights off because I'm pretty sure nobody on the road really wants to see them. So in the future, I was looking here and damn it, am I gonna cut that corner a little too sharp. Alright, we'll button hook it. There we go. Always watch your mirrors, folks. Always watch your mirrors. See, I'm eager to get out there on the road. I gotta get out of our departure place first. Alrighty, and always remember to wave hi to the gate guard as you leave. Alright, so we're gonna hang a left out here out of Oxnard and proceed to push our way down towards the Los Angeles area. Looks like we got a clear road and we're ready to get it started. Alright, so to kind of recap from our tale last time, so what it was is we are in Ontario, California. I'm with one of the drivers, the other one has just high-pinned his trailer. And so now he's back there looking at it. So he's sitting there, he's seeing it, and I'm thinking he's going through the proper procedures, to fix a high pin, and I was about to impart my wisdom on him when he jumped back in the truck. So I'm like, oh, maybe he knows a different way of doing it. I wanted to see. Alright, now keep in mind, okay, so the part I said earlier where they almost hit my truck. So here's what happened. So if you think about the front of an 18-wheeler, right? The plate, you have the plate on the front and it's rounded. In this game, it's a little bit more square, but in real life, they're really rounded, right? So the pin is sitting in front of that, right? So the reason why we raise our trailer and lower our fifth wheel is because we want the pin to come over the center of the fifth wheel to avoid your trailer shifting left or right. So I'm in here and I'm like, okay, well maybe this guy's going to back up a little bit, to free up some space there on the fifth wheel and to do the proper things. But his reverse lights don't come on. Instead, he puts this thing in gear. I look at this other driver and I'm like, what the heck is he about to do? He looks at me just as dumbfounded, and I'm like, dude, you might want to go get your boy over there. And before he can even lift a foot, that guy jammed that truck in the first gear and he pulled forward. So when he pulled forward, the trailer slid to the right. The Kingpin slid to the right of the fifth wheel, right, and the whole trailer shifted roughly about 2 feet my direction. Oh, I almost missed my turn. My God, I'm lost in the story. Look at that cop probably is like, this dumbass driver. Why you gotta call me names? Anywho, so now that we're back on Interstate 5 here, so he pulls forward, the trailer comes and it almost hits my trailer, my truck. So I'm yelling at him, you dumb shit, you better stop that truck. He apologizes and he's like, sorry. You know, and so he goes out, but now the Kingpin's clear, so I'm like, alright, so now he has a chance to correct his mistake and do it. So he goes, and I remember on the back of these trucks, you have a red line and a blue line for your brakes, right? So he hooks up the blue line, the supply line, and that's it. Doesn't look at the red one. Then he jumps back in the truck, and I looked at his other driver again. I'm like, dude, what is he getting ready to do? He looks at me again, dumbfounded, and again I tell him, dude, you better go get your boy. And I'll be damned if I couldn't even say that fast enough. That guy put that truck in drive again and drove forward. And what ended up happening is he hyperextended the connector. So there's where they connect to the truck is like a pressure fitting, right? To where if you do that, right, in order to protect the truck, it breaks itself from the coupling, right? And so that's exactly what happened. That thing detached and it went shooting back towards the trailer. And you know, you have the refrigerator unit on the front of it. Well, that coupling hooked back around and it just nailed the heck out of the trailer, went right through it. Let me get my cruise control set here, guys. Yeah, so it went right through it. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, you dumb SOB. You know, he gets out there all confused, looking at the trailer, whatnot. The trailer's all messed up. It completely destroyed the small motor that's on the front of those trailers behind that vanity cover. I mean, it just completely, right through the fan and everything like that into the unit, through the little radiator. I mean, it was like he just shot the thing with a bullet, you know. So he's sitting there all confused. I'm looking at him and I just started laughing. I mean, I couldn't help myself. It was just so hilarious. You know, he's sitting there giving me a dirty look, and I'm like, well, you know what, dude, you might want to go back and go to week 1 of training, because everything, I'm surprised you got the truck here in one piece. You know, so yeah, here we're coming into close to Los Angeles. These are the big spaghetti bowls. Los Angeles has tons of these things. Anyways, yeah, so I'm like, you know, after you report this up to the big wigs, I'm like, and you better make sure you don't lie, because when they pull up the GPS, they're going to see that I was right here next to you, and I'm going to tell them the truth. I ain't got no reason to lie. You know, so yeah, they probably ended up starting week 1 again, going back with the trainer, because what they were doing, I don't know what it was not driving. So that's our first story from the road, and like I said, that's just a light, easy one from some of the other ones that I got in the old noggin there. We should be, see, we're just rounding around Los Angeles now, so Carlsbad shouldn't be that much more further down south here. Yeah, so again, like, I mean, you know, we're changing now from like the northern trees of San Francisco. Like now you see these little palm trees popping up everywhere, and really you see these all over Los Angeles, you know. I mean, so again, the details, the little details that a lot of people miss, you know, they got it right on here. They really did. You know, and things like the graffiti. You know, I mean, come on, look at the graffiti on the overpass. You're thinking Los Angeles, you're going to see graffiti on overpasses? Yes, you will. You know, so if you see it in real life, why don't you see it in a game? And they did. They put it right in here. Outstanding job. All right, so since we have a little bit of time, we are going to go over our trucker language of the day. So earlier you heard me say the term a couple episodes ago, suicide jockey. What is a suicide jockey? Is it a guy who rides a horse and he wants to kill himself? No, it is not. So a suicide jockey is, well, primarily it's a trucker who changes lanes rapidly, constantly going left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left, right? But it kind of expanded from that into anyone that pretty much does a lot of rapid lane changing. So if you're changing lanes, you are a suicide jockey like that. Oh, if you change lanes fast, you're a suicide jockey. So your trucker statement or trucker word of the day is brought to you by, I don't know, my gaming community, Power Bay Gaming Community. Check them out. Links are down below. Good group of guys. MNT VTC, MNT Trucking VTC. We are sporting their truck. I just love all the palm trees, and they're right here by the exits, because that's what it's like in Los Angeles. It really is. And you know what's kind of ironic too that I'll notice, and I don't know if it was intentional or if it just happened to be like that, but all these little campers, there's just so many of them here in Los Angeles. And the funny thing is in real life, there's so many of them there in Los Angeles. You know, so we'll come up here. We got our, if we look at our map there, we got our final destination on the right there. So we'll go ahead and call it good, and we're just rounding. Wow, this is a short one. This only took us 12 minutes. We're coming to 12 minutes right now. I mean, granted, we don't know what kind of a back we're going to have to do, but you know, I mean, not too bad. All right. Everything looks okay. If we could just find our... Okay, we're cutting him off. We're doing it. We're dedicated. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. He can stop. He wasn't going very fast. Alrighty. What kind of car is it? That looks... It kind of looks like a Prius, I want to say. Oh, remember we got a Toyota Prius. Yep, we stopped. So seeing how we're in California, it's only proper that we do a California rolling stop. But I mean, look at this road. Palm trees on both sides. Oh, that looks great. Welcome to Oxnard, folks. Welcome, or Carlsbad, I'm sorry. Welcome to Carlsbad, California. We got a blimp in the sky next to the working tower crane, might I add. Looks like this one's actually halfway done with this building. But I mean, look, we got that blimp and it's moving around. There is a blimp floating in the sky. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, so I believe we are actually going to be delivering to that construction site right there with that tower crane. Yes, we are. Alrighty. And here we are at our final destination, under the watchful eyes of the blimp. So the nice thing about these hood mirrors, that actually when I do these turns, I'm looking at that hood mirror on the right to make sure that my trailer is clear, so it kind of saves me from going to have to go, oh yeah, oh yeah. What I would like to do is adjust it so you can see the front of your truck with it. So now, where do they want it? Let us gander. Well, it's only another 40. Oh, look at that. That's shouldn't be too hard. I think we'll be good. So kind of looking here. I think we're just going to circle around it straight, and then need be turn it into a... Can we make it? Yeah, we can make it a side back. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Not as easy as the last one we just did, but it will. Look, we got our achievement, California Dreaming. Not quite as hard as the last one, you know, but it'll, oh, look, there's a trailer right there. Well, that's unexpected. Dude, I hope we can make this turn. Dang you for throwing in these little twists. So again, maximize our space. Every little bit helps. So we want to keep it as far to the left as we can. And once our trailer is clear, we want to jerk it over right so that way we get our trailer as straight as possible. Heck, I might be able to turn this into a regular... nope, yeah, we can't turn it into a back. So we're going to turn it, or to a straight back. So we're going to turn it into a side back. Just by, we're going to come out here all the way. Use all the space that we have. Alright. So I'm not using any gas here. Oh, the gas used a little bit. I just let the momentum of the truck do its thing. See, we gotta watch the chain link fence up here. In the little guard shack. Come on, get in there. So just like before, I'm just gonna let the trailer do its thing and slowly let it guide it in. We just gotta watch all the construction material over here on the other side. Alright, so we'll go ahead and straighten her out. Put a little more angle into it. See, we gotta watch all that construction material. See, that's where that hood mirror comes in really handy. So we should be clear of it by now. And we're just gonna jack it the other way and really try to get it planted in. And take the angle back out of it. So you see me, I could deliver it like that, but yeah, you guys know me. Alright, now we're straight. So now, again, so I can see here where we need a little bit more on the left than on the right. So we're just going to do our basic maneuver of the left, right, left. So there's left, turn it right, and then straighten it back out left. Look at that. Got our mark on both sides now. And then it's just a matter of a straight back. Oh, a little too far. There we go. And we are set. So let's go ahead and check out our backing job here, and that looks fantastic. You know what? We're gonna pull forward just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right there. Right there. There we go. And that looks good, folks. This delivery is done. Money in the bank. Money in the bank. Bam, bam, bam. Nickel and diamond our way to the top. A newbie. Alright, so here we are in Carlsbad, California, just south of Los Angeles. We just delivered our payloader and we're ready for the next one. So like always, stay tuned for the next episode, see where our adventures take us. And go ahead and leave your comments down below. And if you like what you're seeing, which I really hope you do, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and stay tuned for this and all. And a bunch of other of games. I do a lot of beta testing for a lot of different companies, so I mean we can get some early access when these developers let us, so you can see it here before anywhere else, hopefully. Just like this game, you're going to see it almost a little under a week less than anywhere else. Alright, so so leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Post your questions, and we'll get them into the future videos. Stay tuned for some live streams. And as always, drivers out there, make sure you keep the pedal to the metal and that rubber on the road. SystemSoldier X out. Hey guys, X here. As always, thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment below, and if you like what you see, tap that subscribe button. Also check out the channel for other videos and game series. Alright, till next time.